I want you to know, people, that it is so okay to be everything that you are. Like, I'm everything that I am, proudly. People might not get it the first time, the second time, the third time, but that's okay. You know, just commit to the bit that is you. Like, just be your full self, and that's okay.
All right, are you gonna lie to me again and say this coffee's good?
You know what? It was really bomb when I put all the sugar in it.
You said it was really bomb when I didn't taste any of the coffee.
And that's not a you thing. That's all coffee
Okay,
for
that's
me.
fine. Okay, honestly, I'm just gonna do this here because last time you made the coffee, my espresso machine couldn't come in on time, so we're just doing like this.
That's
but
okay.
Mindy.
Yeah, dude.
What's up, man?
Not much.
How's life?
Pretty good. Got to drop this little project or whatever.
Where has life taken you since the last time I saw you? Dude, okay, last time I saw you was Dallas on tour.
Yeah.
But like last time we did this,
Yeah.
Nice just came out.
Yeah. The first time we did this, Nice didn't come out yet.
I've seen you all stages.
Yeah.
I've seen you. First time Nice didn't come out, and then
Right.
Nice came out,
Yeah.
and now Nice is out 2 years.
So since Nice came out, man, so much has happened. So much has happened. I can't even like really recount. Like, I feel like I have elevated. I'm still very much the same girl.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just the guy. I got more tattoos. I made more
Did you?
songs. Yeah. All of these are pretty. Yeah, all of these were not here last time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I remember the chain one.
This one was here?
I think so.
No,
yeah.
it wasn't. I got this last year. And Nice came out 2021.
Damn, it's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years, yeah. All of these were new. These came after a heartbreak.
Oh, okay.
I was like, let me.
That's the best way to do a heartbreak.
Yeah, and then even this one was pretty new, probably.
No,
Like,
I remember that
This
one.
one was
Because I
here?
remember,
Okay.
I didn't tell you, but I remember looking at that, I was like, yeah, that's sick.
Nice. I'm probably gonna get a Take What You Need tattoo as well. But yeah.
Are you the type to get tattoos of all your projects?
I think I am. Like, I've only put one project out now.
Yeah.
But I think.
Which is
after-
honestly crazy to think about.
I know. I feel like I have been doing this for a long time. 10 years this year.
Damn.
I know.
2 years after Nice. I mean, I'm not gonna get too much into Nice because like,
We did that already.
yeah, we dissected the shit out of that last time. But like 2 years after Nice, how do you feel like it's aged to you?
Man, when I listen back to it or even like have to perform it, I'm like, these songs are still cute, you know? But I do feel older, and I feel like my approach to music making is maybe a little bit different, you know what I mean?
In what way? Just like getting more life under your belt? Or?
Yeah, I think I'm just like more like, what is even the word? I don't know. I'm just more comfy, I think. Not to say I wasn't comfy then. It's
Yeah.
just like I'm settling more into my skin as a human being, and like the art that I'm creating is reflective of that. And I think that all the songs on this project are songs that I've made after Nice. You know what I mean? All the
Yeah,
songs.
and they sound like it too.
Yeah?
Yeah, they sound like, whereas, and we'll get to that in a bit, but like, I feel like, whereas Nice, because I remember when we spoke about Nice, that was like you kind of coming into yourself after figuring out like, okay, which direction do I want to go? And you picked a
Facts.
direction. Whereas Nice was more of a coming to yourself, this project sounds more like you unfiltered in every way.
Yeah. This
And-
one coming?
Yeah, and it's like well-rounded in emotion.
Thanks, man. Hell yeah.
How do you feel like the reception of Nice came with the fans?
Nice was pretty well received, can't lie. 2 years removed from it now. Like, even in the moment, like the last time we did
Yeah.
this, like I was like, it's pretty great. Like, nobody's really hating on it still. I feel that way. Like, I love Nice. Nice is my first baby. I feel like it was a proper introduction to like the world that I
Yeah.
really want to like express that I'm in or building, you know what I mean? I think, you know, like I listen back to the songs and I'm like, wow, like I was so young.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel like when you're like up to the age of 20, you can, unless you're not forced to grow up fast, like 18 feels like 18 and
Yeah.
19 feels like you're a teenager. But I feel like after like 21, every year is like 5.
Yeah. Every year is like 5. Yeah, because Nice came out like right before I turned 22. Yeah.
That's great. Damn,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that young back then.
Yeah, I'm about to be 24 in October.
Grown up.
Probably by the time this is out, I'm about to be 22. 24.
Okay. I'm a shitty friend. When's your birthday?
October 11th. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, it'll be out.
And you're
then.
July 14th?
Wow.
Are you 14?
No, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'm June.
Sorry.
June 23rd. How do you not know this?
I just know you're a Cancer. My fault.
How's the fam?
Oh, they're great. My mom and my dad, my little sisters, my older brothers. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. My goal is to make sure that I can be at the point where I can like provide for everybody. Like that's just kind of like my goal, and like I want to provide for everybody. So that's my goal with music. So stream my music, guys, and come to the show and buy the merch because my family's really banking on this. Thank you. Everybody's great. Everybody's great. Doing the things, loving me, supporting me. Everything's awesome.
One thing we spoke about a lot last time was the anxiety you had towards your mom's acceptance of what you do.
Yeah.
Has that changed at all?
Oh my goodness. I love that you asked that question because my mom totally flipped around.
No way!
Yeah.
That's
like,
amazing, dude.
I think the last time I told you about like how when she finally heard my music, she was like, okay, like I just won't listen to it.
Yeah, I love you, but I can't listen to it.
I love you, but I won't listen to it. Yeah, and still that is still the case. Like nothing's really changed. Yeah, and I don't mind that at all because she knows this is how I like make my money. You know what I mean? This is also not even about the money. Like this, she knows that this is what makes me happy, and I'm going to continue doing it. And she also knows that my father, who she chose to procreate with, is a very creative person. So it's just going to come out of me naturally. Yeah, it doesn't feel weird. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm at the studio, or like, yeah, I'm about to do a show. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's never an issue anymore. She's like, okay, cool, have fun. You know, like she follows me on Instagram.
That's sick, dude.
Even with Diddy Crop coming out, Diddy Crop is like the most vulgar out of the 3 singles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know she would see the video and stuff because we were like smoking weed and drinking in it.
Yeah.
She was so cool about it, guys. Like I'm really proud of her. It was pretty fire, yeah.
So she's more supportive now?
More supportive, yeah. She said something recently on the phone. She was like, yeah, I know God is guiding you even though your music isn't of him or is secular. I'm like, yeah.
So she's still on the...
She's still on that, but I know that she means well. And I'm like, you know what? It's God speaking through me. Like, I'm not just coming up with this by myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's awesome.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is just like a first generation kid thing because I know we spoke about that last time, but I feel like maybe in general, no matter what you say or what people say, they're always longing for the acceptance of mama.
Of course.
And I feel like especially with first generation parents, it's more, they have more of a learning curve. Like, because by the time, like, they're used to what they're used to, and then like we came in and we were
in a new country, by the way.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, in a new country, and like you bring your old country roots, whatever, and those morals, but then they get kind of affected by like, I guess, more Western morals. So I feel like for them, like that combination is always kind of hard to swallow.
No doubt. Yeah.
So it's not like there's definitely not any more like, not that there was resent between you and your mom.
But there was a little bit of tension, of course. Yeah. And she just seeing like I'm actually like doing this with my life, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay. Okay,
I told you I didn't peep on tweets, but I think I saw something on Instagram. Didn't she help you pick out like tour outfits or something?
Oh my God, yeah. She like, the first tour, when I went on tour with Saba in 2022, like I was kind of like hesitant to tell her that I was going on tour in the first place because it was a rap tour, and just like the nature of my relationship with my mom, she's super like Christian for those who don't know. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm about to go on tour. Like, this is who I'm bringing with me. And she's like, oh my God, like, you need to look good. You need to look sexy.
Really?
Like, do you need dresses? Like, she's like, you can't just go on stage looking crazy. Like, she was like super like trying to help me out with that, which felt like super nice. It felt really nice, yeah.
Does that make you more comfortable what you do now?
It does. It does bring me more of a sense of comfort. Like, I don't feel like I'm disappointing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was a huge little background thing for a while, you know? So it's really nice, honestly.
I think also it's just kind of, she might have seen that like, I guess if I'm taking like a picture between like then and now, the biggest thing that I see of a difference, and I'm not saying that it wasn't serious before, but like now it's like, it's kind of getting serious.
Yeah, it's getting real, right?
Yeah, it's like in the sense that it's not just like, here are my songs. Now there's like a team around you.
Yeah, and I'm signed now. That's a
Oh,
big
no
difference.
way.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's nice, and they let me do my thing, and they just fund the art gallery and let me do my art. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice. Yeah, EQT.
How? Because now there's like more people that are. You are the mission, but there's like more people kind of involved trying to, I guess, optimize that mission. I know how much you care about like guarding your art, but is there like some release you have to do now?
Like in terms of control?
Yeah.
Yes, in a way, but no, in a lot of ways. Like, I'm still very much like, this is what I want to do, so this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't have to go out and find the photographers or find the. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it's the stress is kind of like less on me. I'm like, this is what I'm trying to do. Can we do this? And then I have more people that are like, yeah, if this is what you want to do, let's do it. And it's less of there's not much of a fight. You know what I mean? There's ideas thrown back at me, but if I'm standing firm on what I want to do, then that's that. Because the most important thing to me is the integrity of the art. I saw a tweet the other day, speaking of tweets, that was like, if you care about your art, then like make the money another way. And you know that I love my day job. Like I'm a kid for day job, and I'm like I'd rather like use the money from my day job to like pour into the art that I'm
do the same
doing.
thing.
You know what I mean? Like I'd rather do that than try to like make something to like appeal to a audience that I don't want to appeal to. You know?
They say that like, I read this in a book. Yeah, there's sugar right there. I read this, I forgot which book I read this in, but I read this in a book where it says financial security gives you creative freedom.
It does.
And I feel like the whole starving artist blueprint is a little outdated in the sense that like it doesn't have to be like that.
It doesn't.
Like there's no shame
in having a job. Oh, is that not what you were saying?
Yeah, no.
I'm like, get a job.
I looked at you to finish the sentence, but no. It's getting serious, but at the same time, like you're trying to hold on to some comfort of just being like a normal person, like day to day.
I feel like it's always been serious to me, even as a high schooler, and I was
Oh
doing
yeah,
this
absolutely.
on SoundCloud. And I feel like I've always been the type to like really just like do the best I can with what I got, and what I got sometimes is a job, you know? What I got most of the time is a job, and it's like, if I'm also making money from music, then I have that like comfort there, and then I can use like my little paychecks to like hit up, like pay my homies to like make a little video for me, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, I don't really feel like there's a real disconnect. I go to work as myself. When people recognize me, I'm like, oh shit, you know who I am still, you know what I mean?
Does that happen often?
It happens pretty often.
That's sick,
yeah,
though.
I only work weekends, but like every weekend at least once there's somebody who like recognized me, which is pretty cool, you know? And it's happening more frequently. I came back from tour this year and it's happening more frequently. And that's really cool.
How was tour?
Tour was awesome. This is when you came to the Dallas show.
Yeah.
The Dreamer Isioma tour. Man, an amazing experience, honestly. 10 out of 10.
Because you had two different tour experiences. You had
The Saba tour.
Saba and Femdot.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you had this one. The Saba and Femdot, first shout out to both of them.
Period.
Right?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. That tour is like, it's like a rap head tour.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
And this other tour is kind of like, just like cool music.
Like vibey.
Yeah, like I remember, I don't know if you remember in the Dallas show, there was like this one white girl in the front that was going fucking crazy.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, you do?
I do. She just commented on the YouTube video too for It's Not Feeling Good
Damn,
Anymore.
you
Yeah,
did.
I remember.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, she's awesome.
What was the biggest difference between those two tour experiences?
The biggest difference maybe was the sizes of the venues.
Yeah.
They were both Chicago artists, which wasn't intentional at all. But the sizes of the venues were for sure the bigger difference. Like Saba's venues were a little bit bigger. Dreamers was smaller. I think this was their first headline tour, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think first they went on tour. They opened with another artist last year, and then this was their headline tour, and I got to open for them, and it was an amazing experience. Them and their band, the Celestials, great people.
Yeah, no,
like
they put on
awesome
a hell of a performance.
Hell yeah, they were awesome. I think the audience for the Saba tour was just male, more rap fan, more like I knew you off the house is burning. Like that was more like the response I was getting, which is cool. Like I expect that, you know what I mean? But this time around it was more people who like knew who I was, like independently.
Yeah.
Like, for my own music,
minus
you know?
the features.
Yeah. So it was like super awesome. Like I think me and Dreamer's fan bases are pretty similar, like in general, just so it was awesome. Like man, I had a great time, and I got to experience the cities a lot more this time around, which I appreciated a lot.
What was your favorite city?
Oh, to perform in or to
just in general.
Okay, Vancouver had this amazing park.
I heard Vancouver is beautiful.
Beautiful. They have this park called Stanley Park, 100-year-old trees, like
really
huge trees. Yeah, I got to walk around there. But as far as performances, I loved DC the most, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle.
Which venue in DC?
DC, it was called Union Station.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know that.
Awesome time, man. I had a great time.
Did you learn anything like from working a crowd? Because I know being an opener itself, not a challenge, but it's a different way of like going into it. That like, okay, these people might not know me.
Yeah.
But like trying to perform for a crowd that might not be similar to fans, like how did you learn anything from that?
It just being my first tour in general, like I wanted to like make sure I did a good job, so I like made sure I had like little quirks, like fun facts about every city type shit. But as far as like being a good opener, my method was just showing up as myself and like doing my best at being myself, and yeah, having as much fun as I could on stage. Me and Jasani, the DJ, like we had a great time. So I think that like we just vibed. Like it was a vibe, honestly, through and through. Yeah.
I hear it from a lot of people that I talk to that once you start touring, you think about the music you make differently.
Well, you know what? I would like to say I've been making music like for SoundCloud since I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
And then I was performing since I was 15 years old. And when I started performing, the way I started making music was like, okay, if I can't perform the songs that I'm making, then I don't want to make them. So for a while, I have been thinking like that. Yeah, I could see like why it would change the way, like touring would change the way people make music. Because I do remember thinking like that, like, if I can't perform this, if this register is too high for me or et cetera, you know what I mean, then I don't even want to like really record it. Yeah.
I heard on an interview, which was honestly kind of surprised me, considering the fact that you fucking killed that performance. I don't want to say you don't like performing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't love performing.
Why?
Like, it's not my number one. Like, I don't hate performing.
Yeah.
It's just, like, not my number one. I think that the reason at the root of it is, like, I feel like I want to show up as myself the best I can, you know what I mean? And I feel like when I'm performing, it's a performance, you know what I mean,
acting,
of self. Yeah.
It's like a character.
Exactly. And I don't want to be a character. And I want people to feel what I'm saying, of course, and I want to like deliver the words properly. And when I feel like, okay, I feel like I'm valuing people hearing the words and like feeling what I'm saying over giving a performance, because
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, so like maybe that's what it is. But I don't hate performing. I want to get that straight.
Yeah,
like if anybody wants to book me, please book me. Like, I love my work, but I just think that when it comes to like me being a musician, my favorite part of it is definitely like making the music and like creating the music. That's what I love about all of this. Yeah. Doesn't
that equip you better to like because you're about to go on tour like soon.
Yeah, I'm about to go on tour. Yeah.
How you feeling about that?
I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked because it's my first headlining tour, and so I feel like in the past, I guess other people or like the crowd has come for the people that I've been opening for, which is awesome. Happy
Yeah.
to be like a part of their experience. But I feel like this time around, the people will be coming for me for the most part, and also Chloe the God who's opening for me. And I love Chloe.
okay.
Like Chloe's my friend, so I feel like real.
She was on a project, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she was fired.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What am I saying? Thanks, thank you on behalf of Chloe. You know, she's awesome. I love her down. But me and Chloe about to go on tour together, and I just think that that's gonna be a super fun, like a really fun time. And honestly, all of these are experiences. So when I say that I don't like performing, I don't even mean for it to connect to like my time on the Saba tour or my time on the Dreamer tour. Like,
yeah,
I've been doing this for like a really long time, and I just like I have my own emotions about like I don't know, energy exchange, the energy exchange that is performing, and I'm gonna still do it, obviously, you know what I mean. But it isn't on the top of my list. But I love meeting the people that love my music. So if this is my way to do it, then so be it, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like it's a difference between sharing a song like online and like people commenting, and then like you looking at the crowd and seeing how they react.
Yeah, I'm like, are you feeling this, guys?
Yeah, like,
do you
not remember that one girl that was hyping you up?
I remember
for half an hour after Dallas.
She was awesome with the short hair, right? And she bought a hat. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I feel like for you to experience that, like you have to go like outside for that.
No doubt. And all of that is worth it. So I do not mean to sound ungrateful.
No, not at all. The reason why I bring that up is because, I don't know, I'm the same in the sense that like, I like being in my own little comfort zone.
Yeah,
like,
that's really what it is.
Yeah, I like being in my comfort zone, like being like, you know, in my room. I like my room. Yes. But then what I realized, and I'm sure you can relate to this too, is that like, to take like this idea that you have all the way to the top, you have to like
be outside.
You have to be outside. Yeah. You have to step out of your comfort zone. And yeah, because it's like, even for me, like, I don't know, this is kind of weird to say. Like, I don't know about you, I have like hella social anxiety sometimes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like, man, fuck, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. But it's just like, once you get those interactions, then you're just like, oh yeah, this is
little
easy.
Dopamine boost, like
literally.
Yeah, my favorite part of doing the shows, like being on tour, is like after the shows when everybody comes up to me and it's like, oh my God, Mindy, I love you. You're so great. I'm like, really?
Give me all of that.
I'm like, really? What did you say? Thank you.
Do you have one interaction that stood out?
No, they're all special.
Yeah,
they're all special.
They're all special equally.
No, in I think Toronto, this girl came up to me and was like, Amindi, I love you. I've been following you. I told you that I was on that reality show. She was like, I've been following you since summer break. Like, I know everything about you. She's like, I know your little sister does nails. My little sister does nails. She's like, I know your little sister does nails. I'm like, yeah, she does. Yeah, when people like know that much about me, it's pretty sweet. It's sweet. It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all? We talked a little about this off camera. Is there like, because again, like, I guess even for me too, like once you put yourself out there, you kind of sign up for some of like people to know your life. Does that ever like feel weird?
No, I don't think I feel weird about it. I think what bothers me more than anything are like, what's the word called? Like boundary crossers. Nobody's really crossed the crazy boundary with me yet. Yeah. But like, I know that just like from doing this for so long, even just like in my community, like people have known about me like for a while, like much longer than like people have known about me on the scale that they know me now, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of used to people like being tapped in with me and like my life and what I'm doing. I was on a reality show, you know what I mean? Like it's like people are gonna know things about me, but I don't feel necessarily weird. But if I do ever feel weird, then I will address it with the person, and I'm like, hey, dude, calm the fuck down. But I haven't gotten there yet, thankfully. And I, even though I'm sweet, I'm stern. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I'm like, okay,
I like that.
We don't know each other, really, you know?
Because it's also like you're growing up, and even like for me too, like you're growing up in real time in front of people. So people like hold on to a certain image of you, and then just like
they really do. I'm still playing a ginger girl to so many people, and I'm happy to be that. You know what I mean?
Listen, Pine and Ginger was definitely, like, it was a blessing, period.
Period, yeah.
It was a blessing, period.
Yeah.
I always ask artists, though, that, like, when you have a big moment like that, and then you spent, like, so much time, like, growing and, like, really, like, honing into, like, who you are, and they still refer, oh, the Pine and Ginger girl. Or, like, whatever moment it is. Does that ever, like, make you feel some type of way?
I think maybe at some point during the growing cycle it did, but I think where I'm at now, like I
You're
feel
more settled.
yeah, I'm like, I know who I am. It's okay that you know me as that. You know what I mean? I was that. I'm not that anymore. I've done so many other cool things that I feel like validate me to myself.
Yeah,
you
that's the
know?
most important part.
Yeah, I'm like, if they cared to do homework on like me as an artist, you know, if they're like, oh, I wonder what the Pine and Ginger girl is up to, and they went back and they searched me and they see what I'm doing now, I feel like they would be impressed. So I don't feel away now. I'm like, I feel like I've done enough work so far to like lay groundwork for like the person I really am and the person that I was trying to avoid being pigeonholed as like one thing when Pine and Ginger like blew up the way that it did, and I feel like I have like laid my little seeds, planted my little seeds already, and I'm with this new project. I feel like I'm like trying to like expand even more on the multidimensionality that is AMINDI. The world that I'm creating is even bigger now, you know. So I feel like I did make Pine and Ginger, but I also made Nice, and I also made Take What You Need. You know what I mean? I'm pretty. I could do a lot. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you cared enough to like really like look into what I'm doing, whether you think of me as that one thing or not, if you cared enough to really look into it, I'm pretty like, I'm across the board pretty cool, you know?
Well-rounded.
Well-rounded, yeah.
One thing I also noticed between like then and now is the amount of people you've worked with. Monte, Mavi.
Hell yeah.
Favorite Kenny.
Hell yeah.
Favorite artist.
Yeah.
How does that feel in terms of like, maybe these were people at a certain point that like you were listening to and now you're like.
Definitely. Dude.
Right there.
Man, I actually like, I had this like realization after I had a session with Smino recently, like last month. Dude, yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, you don't, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would like, he was my favorite since I was like 15 years old, like in high school, you know what I mean? Him and Monte, obviously. So I was just like doing a big reflection moment, like, damn, AMINDI, like you're really like working with your favorite artists, like, and it's been happening for a while, like even getting to work with Black Party when I was 16, like I was on his album when I was 16, and like Carrie Foe, like since I was a kid, like being able to work with people that I really
I've been recently getting into Carrie Foe.
She's awesome. This new project?
Yeah, it's fire.
Amazing, yeah. Getting to work with people that I like listen to and like admire is amazing to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's cool to me. And AMINDI feels like validate. What it does is validate like my path. Like all that I wanted to do, all that I wanted to be since I was a kid is happening, you know? So it's really cool that the people that I fucked with for this long are fucking with me. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man. Like it surprises me, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, dude.
I mean, you have been working towards this specific thing for so long.
Yeah.
I forgot there's one rule that I heard. It's one of the superstitious shit. But it's just like you know you're on the right path when you see all these big signs happen early on.
Man. Yeah.
Does it at any moment feel like surreal?
Always. Like I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Always. But it's also like I never feel like, thankfully, like, praise to God, like I don't really feel like imposter syndrome, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I don't deserve it, you know? I'm like, bitch, you worked for this shit, you know? Like, yeah, of course, you're so fire. Why wouldn't you be doing what you're doing right now? Yeah. Yeah.
How does seeing them work affect the way that like you work?
Oh, man, it's pretty like interesting how similar I am to the people that I like look up to and love. You know what I mean? Like Kenny, for example, man.
He's fucking He's crazy.
Genius guy, man. I love that guy. He's literally like a sibling. And every time we're in the studio together, it feels like he does something and I'm like, damn, I need to do better than that.
Yeah.
And then I do something and then he's like, okay, I need to do better than that. So it's like we're like gradually like both like doing something like crazy together, you know what I mean? And that's every time that we work together, it feels like that. And with
it's like friendly competition.
Like it doesn't even feel like competition.
Not competition, but like, oh shit, I need to get my shit up.
Yes, it's like, okay, yeah, let's go for real. I think this project has a lot of like collaborations on it, and I only like really like working with my friends.
Yeah, I can tell.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's about comfort. It's about like, and I love seeing like Jordan, for example, Jordan Ward. Like he's such a fun like.
I can't. We'll get into it. I can't wait for people to hear that song.
Hell yeah, me too. Me too, man. He's amazing. He'll like do something and it won't make sense for a little bit, and then it'll make sense in like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? And like he'll like be doing like melodies, and like I'm like, oh, where are you about to go with that? You know? And then it'll immediately like click. Like as soon as I think it, it'll be like, oh wow, that's what he did with it. Yeah, I just working with people I admire has done a lot for like my own work ethic, because like I'm like seeing their movements and I'm like, damn, okay, I could do this too. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're doing nothing that you can't.
Yeah.
They're doing nothing that you can't and that like you haven't done already.
True. Well, honestly, Jordan's really good at like doing scrap vocals, and I'm really bad at that. Like laying melodies.
What is that?
Okay, it's like when like a beat is playing and you're like coming up with melodies on the spot, like like gibberish. I'm not good at coming up with gibberish. Like it has to be words for me in my brain. Yeah.
So you have to like write it down before?
I have to like get the words out, and the words and the melody and the rhythm will like come to me at the same time, like simultaneously. I need to get better at like doing the scrap vocals. I can't do that.
You're nice with the hums though.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
because anytime I hear them, I'm like, Mindy's about to fuck this up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I did see you, and I'm only bringing this up because he's like literally like my favorite producer. He's one of those producers that like you hear the beat and you can tell that like
he did it.
No, not even just did it. He's like very curious about sound.
Who, Monte?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Didn't you said some shit that like the best day ever is like taking.
Every time I'm having the best day ever is when I'm on shrooms at the studio with Monte. Like I'm like, this is the best day ever. And that's what happened when I made Dopamine on the project, and that's what happened when I made Lady on the project. I was having a great
I think Lady
day.
might be Lady's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And this is something I want to bring up before we get into the new project. See both sides.
Yeah.
I was listening to Cyclops for the longest time.
Really?
Yeah, I love Cyclops.
Thank you, man.
And when 50/50 came out, that was kind of the first time I heard you like that. Like in turn, because I'm used to like, oh, the nice AMINDI. This was like still you, but it was it's you being a little more vulnerable than usual.
True.
I wanted to know how's the writing changed between then and now? Because I feel like that, like at least for me, that was kind of the start in terms of vulnerability. Like that prepped me for the vulnerability that was in this new project.
Yeah, that was kind of the intention too.
Really?
Yeah. I think I have all the songs dated. Like when I write songs, like I have the date and time that I started writing them. I think the last song on the project was written like September 2022, and 50/50 was written October 2022. Yeah, and I say that in the song. Like I haven't wrote a song in weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like when 2022 was ending, I wanted to put out a song that like showed where I was in the moment, because I knew that I was getting ready to like release whatever I was about to release, and I wanted to put out something that like represented me in that time, because I feel like there was no music out that really represented me in the time, because Cyclops and Centipede were the last songs that I put out before that, and those songs were written in 2021. So I really just wanted to like be felt one last time before the new year, before I started this rollout. Yeah. I don't think it has. I think I've experienced all that I experienced like right before I wrote that song. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, like I Thought You Were Different. That song on the project is about the guy who broke my heart that I mentioned in 50/50. You know what I mean? Like everything's all connected.
It's all It's all tied in.
You know? Yeah.
I remember seeing when see both sides. You had like a little black note.
Oh yeah, on my website.
Yeah. No, I think you posted on Instagram.
I did, yeah.
And then the intention was
to have them both come out at the same time.
Yeah.
Cyclops and Centipede. Yeah.
And then I guess people on the team said,
yeah, it'll make more sense for playlisting if we did one at a time.
How does that, like, I know we spoke about it a little earlier, but how does, like, that work? Because I feel like another big thing that's changed between the last time we spoke is I feel like shit got a lot more, like, algorithmic in a way. That, like, it's like you gotta post reels like twice a day,
no,
you gotta do this, and you gotta do that.
Like the state of social media posting in general got more algorithmic.
Yeah. And the way of releasing music.
Yeah, no doubt.
How do you make sure that doesn't get in the way of like actually executing the vision that you want?
I don't do anything I don't want to do,
Good.
like for the most part. Like if I'm told, yeah, nothing. I don't do anything I don't want to do. Like my manager would be like, you should make a TikTok. This song just came out. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true. I should, you know? And then I do it. And then if I feel like, most of the time I'll do it myself though. You know what I mean? Because I do want the best for the song. I'm just not like a natural TikToker. I'm not a natural you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why. I am Gen Z technically. I just feel like I can't connect.
Are you?
I'm 99, like born 99.
Oh yeah, okay, that's true.
Yeah, so I feel like I feel like I should be able to connect with it more. I just don't. I'm not on the app. Like I'm not scrolling on the app already either. I'm a real Twitter, Instagram person. Like, it's hard for me to like really focus on another social media platform. I'm trying to navigate these two already, you know? But I think, yeah, posting definitely did get more algorithmic. But I'll do it. I'll do it if I if I have the idea or if I have the like energy to do it. Nobody's really like gun to my head like do this. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm
the label's not coming to you saying that we need 3 days.
No. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Like I'm a big believer that if it's supposed to stick, it will stick, and if it's not, then I don't know what to say, you know. But I believe enough in my music to like upload it and trust that it'll reach those who it's supposed to reach without me doing anything gimmicky. I don't want to do anything gimmicky. I don't want to be a TikTok artist. I feel like it's very easy for somebody in my age range and making the style of music that I make to be that, you know what I mean? I just want to be myself, and myself is unfortunately not like a big social media poster. Like I'll post when I can and when I feel it, but yeah.
But I feel like the integrity, that means more to people than like, because we're talking about like fitting a character. I feel like a lot of it now is like trying to fit into like the mold, like a mold of going viral.
Yeah.
And that just kind of strips away any artistry.
Yeah, I'm not into I don't care about going viral. I don't care about like blowing up, getting big. Like I spoke about this recently, but like Pine and Ginger happened when I was 17. I didn't expect that to happen. Yeah. That was the biggest thing that I've done. If that's the biggest thing that I ever do, I'll be so happy. Like that's what taste is about. Like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I'm so thankful for the experience, but that's not something that I strive for. What I strive for is getting these songs out, being felt by those I'm supposed to be felt by, and yeah, speaking my truth. These songs are too important to me to like try to like, what's the word, like capitalize off them in a way that's icky to me.
I like that.
You know?
They're kind of holy in a way.
Yeah, and I want to honor them. Like I don't want to, I don't know, beat them to the ground. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I feel that.
Yeah, I want to enjoy them still. You know, I'm gonna have to, in my brain, I'm gonna be performing these for like years and years. I'm gonna be hearing these for years and years. I'm gonna be like referenced in relation to these songs for years and years, and I want to love them the way that I love anything, you know? I've learned a lot from like being 17 years old and that experience, and I just want to make sure that I can like learn from the lesson, you know what I mean? Like move with the right integrity from the lesson.
Take what you need.
Take what you need.
What's going on there?
Man, well, initially I was gonna do an EP of like all the songs on the project that are like romantic to breakup songs, like all the songs that revolved around a relationship, they're all about different relationships, but I was just gonna group them in and like have it tell a story. And I was gonna make it an EP.
Really? That's actually a cool idea.
Right? I thought so too. It was gonna be called It's Not Feeling Good Anymore. But I decided against it. I was like, I just want to put out as many songs as I can, because if I do this project, then I gotta wait to put all these other songs out, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just put out a mixtape, and then we can just take what we need from it. Everybody, all the listeners can just take what they need from it. Like, it's not gonna hit for everybody. All the breakup songs aren't gonna hit for everybody. All the love songs aren't gonna hit for everybody. Other songs about me choosing money over boys are not gonna hit from for everybody.
Fuck love.
On the record.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like it was important to like show like a wide array of myself, rather than just like, because on Nice it was like very much like no romance, no breakup songs, no nothing, you know what I mean? Like on this one it's like, okay, but I am a human being who has experienced these things.
I love that. Was really what I was gonna say. Nice was a side of you.
Yes.
Take what you need. I feel like I'm getting all sides of you.
Hell yeah.
It's like a very human. Not saying that Nice wasn't human.
No doubt, yeah.
But like this is Mindy in all of her forms.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Choosing the sound palette, because it kind of goes. The way that I look at it is that like, what's that? What's them candies? The square little candies.
Starburst?
Yeah. Okay. I'm such a fob. Yeah. Starburst. Some people like the yellow. Some people like the green.
Yeah.
Some people like the red. I like the red.
Yeah.
But I feel like what I really like about the tape is that it's really like an eclectic collection of just like really different sounds, because you have like a Do Too Much, which is like kind of like aggressive, but then you have a Dopamine, which is like fucking beautiful.
Hell yeah.
I feel like you can go in and like kind of take what you want.
Exactly. If you don't like the yellow Starburst, which I love, leave them for me. Like, you know what I mean? Take the pinks. I got the yellow ones. I love that. Yeah.
I like the fact that there's a little bit of everything. Do you feel like Cohession kind of puts like added pressure when making a project?
I think so, yeah. And I think it also Cohession makes it an album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I think I wasn't concerned with making an album. But honestly, and I'm just saying this because he's my favorite artist and I want to flex on my favorite artist, said this about me, but Smino was like, I played him most of the songs off the project and he was like,
really?
It's pretty cohesive to me, he said. He said it's like Mindy with different hair. And I like
that. Oh, shit, yeah.
I like the way that sounded. And I think that that's true too, because it's always going to sound like me. That wasn't my concern when putting these songs together. Like, I Do Too Much doesn't sound like Pocket, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I love Pocket.
I love Pocket too.
How was like making that song, Pocket?
Oh, let me tell you. That day, Kenny was in LA, and I had work that day, and he told me to pull up after work, and I did. And then there was a fire down the street, so we all had to evacuate the studio. Before we made anything, we had to evacuate the studio. And he was like, damn. And then me, him, and Elijah, his manager, we all went to another studio, I think Paramount Studios, and it's like, I think like 1 a.m. at this point. Because I think if I look at the note, I think I started writing Pocket at like 3 a.m. and we left at like 6 a.m. But yeah, I think he did What's in My Pocket? Piece of Cake. He like went in and recorded that, and then I like mimicked his flow. Things can't stop shit, they just in the way. And then he went back and was like, me and Lil Minnie get three. And then I did my part, and then he did his part.
It was kind of like what we were talking about earlier, building off each other.
Yeah, exactly that, yeah. But yeah, that was a long, like, and that was also the day I got to meet Felix from Paris, Texas. He flew up to the studio.
No way!
Yeah.
I love Paris, Texas.
I love Paris, Texas, man. And they're from here, too. They're awesome. That was just a crazy day because the fire happened, then we had to move studios, and then they took me home at like 6 a.m. in my little like Inglewood apartment. They like drove me in their big ass like black Suburban. Yeah, that was a really good day. It was a really nice day, yeah. And I love that song. And the whole song had to be reproduced by Cruz and Coop. So.
Oh, yeah. Coop produced that?
Cruz and Coop, yeah.
Oh shit, no way. Mm-hmm. What do you mean by reproduced? There was another?
There was another. We like recorded it differently. Like the beat sounded different, and then like Cruz and Coop reproduced it.
So you have the 3 singles I mean, by the time this comes out, this will come out. But the 3 singles is Greenhouse, Diddy Crop, and
It's Not Feeling Good Anymore.
All 3 of those music videos are recorded in your bedroom.
No.
It's not?
It's recorded on a set that looks like my bedroom. It doesn't even look like my bedroom. It looks like a bedroom.
But they're all in a bedroom.
Yeah, well, on a set.
On a set.
Like a production company built it.
Why choose, I guess, the set, like that specific set for all 3 of them?
Okay. The whole idea, right, is that these songs are not cohesive, but I kept on listening to the songs before we even shot anything, before anything. Like, I had them on a SoundCloud link, which I sent to you.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to them, like, listening to the project, like, as it was. And I was in my room, like, dancing to them. Like, this was me listening to my project. Like, yeah, these songs are it. Like, and I was like, what if we have to do videos for these songs anyway? Like, the concept of the videos is just me in my rooms at different points in my life. Like, yeah. So, like, at some point, like, I was down for the guy who I like wrote Greenhouse about, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say,
like,
the way you dress and the people that are in the room match the theme of the song.
Hell yeah, that was the intention for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought that my room was the most intimate. Like, it's like very like me. Like, obviously there's a bunch of stuff from my real room in the set of the music video. Yeah. So, yeah, I just thought that the point of the project is me getting a little bit more like internal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the most internal and intimate that I could get with the audience is a portrayal of my room and like how I actually like behave with these songs, or like what they mean to me, or how they like feel to me.
All the music up until now has been kind of like, I don't say uppity, but just kind of like, it was in a different vein. But then you have songs like Do Too Much, Nightmare, I Thought You Were Different, which take like a different direction. Is it weird letting the public into those emotions?
Okay, so for example, I guess like in Do Too Much, like I've never like explicitly expressed that I'm a sexual being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's like obviously we're human beings, but like I don't know, I feel like in that way, like it was like, okay. Also, just the way I was raised, just like super religious. You know what I mean? So like in that way, I felt a little like, damn, that's gonna be a little, I don't know, but it's okay. Like I know that it's okay. And then Nightmare isn't as intimate as you may think. Like, it wasn't about a real person. It was literally based on a dream that I had the night before, where I would like the world was ending and I was so in love with whoever, because I wasn't with somebody at the time, and I wasn't caring about the world ending. But I am such a romantic person when I am in love, and I could see myself like, what do you call it? Like being so engulfed in love that I wouldn't care about the world ending, you know? So that's what that song is about. I Thought You Were Different is about a real situation, and I don't feel a way about that song coming out. I feel like the guy that song is about would always be like, when are you gonna write a song about me? So like that's what that song's about. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not afraid of bearing my soul, I guess. Like I'm a human being, and I think that other human beings, when they hear that, they're like, oh man, I can relate to this, and this is why I like this song. And I think that that's what I'm striving for in my artistry more than anything else. Relatability.
Talking about the collaborations, because I find it interesting that it's all the friends.
Yeah. Man, I guess I'm just like super blessed to be friends with such talented people, you know what I mean? But like, Kenny, the Pocket song was already like made with Kenny, but Bake was a song that I had made, and then I reached out to Jordan, who was super down. He was like, nobody asked me to be on features. I was like, Jordan, please be on my song. Yeah. And then my homie Gene Carter, we made that song together. We made Big Boss together. Me and Frex made So Much Better together. And then Nightmare and Lady, I asked Chloe the God and Franny to hop on because I love them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just grateful that they were down. I'm just grateful that they were down, man. Like, I think my main thing has always been, since I was a kid, to network horizontally, like people that are already in your clutches, you know? Because building up with people is so beautiful and fire. And Kenny's huge, and Jordan's huge. You know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful that they're down to like work with me. You know, obviously I'm homies with them, but I'm grateful that they're like, they see me in a way that like allows them to, I don't know, like share their platform with me. That's cool.
What was your favorite moment making this project?
My favorite, dopamine. I was on shrooms when I made dopamine. Man, like I said with Monte.
Not gonna lie, it sounds like whoever made, sounds like Monte was on shrooms making that beat.
I think we were both on shrooms. No, maybe he played me the beat, but we was on shrooms that day for sure. And it was our first time working together, and that was like one of the first things we made, and it was awesome, man. Like, it was just a vibe, and I wasn't even in love with anybody. I was just like, this is what love should feel like. And Dopamine's probably one of my favorite songs for sure. Yeah.
Especially that ending.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
My favorites, honestly, they've been shifting. Right now, Pharrell, for sure. For sure. I fucking love Pharrell.
Pharrell too.
Dopamine. Lady.
Yeah. Also Monte, both Monte.
Yeah, no, yeah. And what was the other one? Do Too Much.
Hell yeah. Those are
I
fun.
like Do Too Much, honestly.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad.
You have a line off Pharrell where it's keeping my pace, I've been at peace. Something like that?
No.
How's it go?
I'm trying to think. Who got it? I do. Moonwalking, cool. I got this kid. Cool. I seen you. What is it?
I've been steady with my pace.
Oh, I got a favor. I got grace. I've been steady with my pace. I say thank you every day. All my worries ran away. Yeah. And
that's one thing that I really like about you, the fact that you're very aware of where you are. Like, in the sense that you don't try too much. Like, you don't try too much in an effort to like do shit that you don't want to do that sacrifices the art.
No doubt, yeah.
I want to ask, like, what makes you so humbled?
What makes me
like, what makes you so grounded?
I think the way I was raised, maybe. I just know that things will always work out in my favor.
Yeah.
I think that I was raised like with the knowledge of God. Like, you know, I'm grateful for like the knowledge of the love of God. Like, I know that I'm always like be okay. Which, you know, like, religious or not, like, I just believe in the love of God, you know? The love of the favor of God. I think that that's maybe what it is. I also think, bringing it back to my younger years, like, I experienced a lot pretty early on, you know what I mean? And I know that, like, as quickly as shit can come, shit can go away. So it's like, I don't really take anything for granted. I'm grateful for the point that I'm at in my life, and I don't ever want to come off as like ungrateful. I've experienced a lot. I know that I've done a lot. And yeah, I think me knowing is enough for me. Like, me feeling it is enough for me. I don't need other people to know or feel it. Yeah.
Is there a song that you're looking forward to people hearing?
That I'm looking forward to people hearing? All of them. I love all of them. I love all of them. I'm so excited for maybe Pharrell. The way Pharrell ends is just so
especially
fun.
The nice dude. And then it comes back in.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Every time I play that for somebody, like, they're like, whoa, you know? So I think I'm most excited for that little last song experience. The first and last songs are maybe the most like introspective and like you know, realized songs. The other ones are kind of fun, but all the songs, honestly, obviously, like, I wouldn't have put them on the project if I didn't love them down. But yeah, all of them.
If there's one thing you want people to take away from the project, what would it be? I
want you to know, people, that it is so okay to be everything that you are. Like, I'm everything that I am, proudly. People might not get it the first time, the second time, the third time, but that's okay. You know, just commit to the bit that is you. Like, just be your full self, and that's okay.
When does tour start?
October 14th.
How are you feeling?
I'm so excited. I'm really excited.
This is your first headline tour, no?
Mm-hmm.
What cities are there again?
We're doing Atlanta, we're doing DC, we're doing New York, Toronto, Chicago, and LA.
Damn, that's exciting.
Yeah, 6 shows.
It's October. So, okay. So, of course, it's going to be after the tape drops.
Yeah, 14th to the 24th, and the tape comes out September 22nd. It's out now, guys. Go stream it.
Go get the tickets. If there's one thing you want to leave the fans with, what would it be?
One thing I want to leave them with? Okay, so the name of the project is Take What You Need, and it's out already, so I'm expecting you to have already streamed it if you're watching this, and if not, go stream it. But I would like to leave you with this. Take what you need in terms of all aspects of life. Do not settle for anything. Do not worry about doing too much or asking for too much. If you need more, take more. And if you need less, don't take it. You know what I mean? Like, be comfortable in your skin. Be comfortable in who you are. Love yourself. Love those around you. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Not everything's about you. And the things that are about you, and you should take that seriously.
You gave them a whole list of shit.
Here's what you need to take. Here's what
notes.
you need, yeah. But yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's so funny, man. Mindy, you know how much I always love talking to you.
Oh man, I love talking to you too. Thank you.
Where can people find you at?
I am on Instagram at AMINDI. I'm on Twitter at AM1ND1. My website is www.amindi.xyz. And my TikTok is Big Mindy.
Big Mindy. Okay. Cheers to that. Is your
Hell
shit
yeah.
empty? My shit got empty.
Almost.